This is Braden, and Braden is Gen Z. He spends his time causing chaos on TikTok, not cleaning old cars. He's never detailed a car before, so he literally had to start from square one, and today he's facing a garage find Corvette that hasn't been cleaned in 40 years. Can he make it shine, or is this Corvette about to humble him in front of the internet? Braden's stepping into the real world of car detailing for the very first time today. His mission, take this forgotten Corvette from completely neglected to showroom masterpiece. There will be dirt, sweat, and a lot of laughs, but by the end, we'll see if Braden has what it takes to be a barn find master, or if Gen Z is about to meet his match. And make sure you watch until the very end because we got the owner's reaction, and it was the most emotional we've ever had.
All right, guys, we are here with my younger cousin, Braden. He is 10 years younger than me, which means he is Gen Z. I'm the last of millennials and he's the last of Gen Z. And this week, we're gonna be teaching the next generation how to detail an abandoned barn find, garage find, whatever you wanna call it. But we're gonna be teaching them from step one of picking up the car and detailing every nook and cranny of the whole entire vehicle. Braden, do you have any expectations for this week?
I expect it to be knowledgeable and fun.
Okay, all right, well, have you ever done any skilled labor or manual labor?
Well, I mean, if you count playing Fortnite, I mean, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take that as a no. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and show Braden the car that we have for this week.
Oh, wow. Golly.
What do you think, Braden?
That is really nice.
First off, do you know what it is?
I would imagine it's a Corvette.
All right, cool. 1 for 1. We're doing all right.
Okay, wow.
So I believe this is a early 70s. I'm thinking like 72, 73, somewhere in there because it has the big chrome bumpers. And it's actually a 5-speed manual and a convertible. So this is the first C3 Corvette that we've ever done that's a convertible. And I think it's the first one that we've ever done that's a manual.
You're speaking another language to me, right?
Braden, what is your first impression of a car like this in this condition?
I'd say it's pretty dirty. That's just my general assumption. You know, it's got dirt and grime and more dirt and more grime, probably.
Yeah, you know what, dude? You're 2 for 2. 2 for 2 already. Do you have any idea how we're gonna go about cleaning this?
I'd imagine probably using some water, some soap, maybe a little bit of scrub-a-dub-dub action.
This guy's 3 for 3.
I'm doing good today.
I'd say so. We've done a lot of C3s, just never in this specification. So we should probably go and get the owner and get the backstory on this car and what they plan on doing with it after we clean it up. So we are here with Kathy, who is the owner of the Corvette and has been so nice to invite us to her property to take the Corvette and clean it up. Kathy, let's start with, how did you acquire the car? Whose car was it?
Well, this was my brother Eric's car, and he died in January of this year. He bought it in 1970 when it was brand new and just loved it. But then over the years, he didn't drive it very much, and I don't think it was driven for 30 years anyway.
Wow.
So it just sat in this garage. Been here probably since 85 or so.
Oh, wow.
So I just don't know if he drove it in those first 10 years between them.
Yeah, that's 10 years before I was born, and that's 20 years before Braden was born, which is it's a long time.
I wish I could say that was 5 years before I was born. That's not true.
That's all right, Kathy. You look great, and this car is going to look great once we detail it up. But once we do have it all clean, what's the plan for the car afterwards?
Well, we're going to take it to a garage to have the engine and all of the mechanics brought to running condition.
Awesome. And then the plan is to keep it. Are you going to hot rod this? You're going to drive it around town, or?
I don't think so. We'll sell the car.
Okay. We've done a lot of Corvettes, but none like this. I'm really excited for you to see the end result when we're all finished.
Thank you. And can I just tell a little story?
Absolutely.
It's my understanding that when Eric was divorced, but when he was proposing to his wife, they were out riding around and he had bought the engagement ring and he hung it on the knob of, I guess, the radio or something, and didn't tell her. And as they were going around, he said, you know, could you please change the channel or turn up the volume, whatever it was. And that's how she saw that he had brought the engagement ring, and they got engaged and married.
Oh, wow. So this is a very sentimental car for you, and I guess the whole family.
And I think she remembers that too, and they were on friendly terms after they divorced.
That's good. Best case scenario. But it sounds like a very special car, and you have to promise me one thing, that before you sell it, you at least go for a drive in it. You don't have to be the driver, but let someone take you around in it. That way you can experience all the thrills and the sounds of an old Corvette, especially one that's so important.
I used to drive stick.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, and I'm excited
all.
for you to see the end result.
I am looking forward to it.
Heck yeah.
You guys are great. I really appreciate this.
Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the Corvette out of the garage and into the trailer.
Do you think this could pull me back?
It can pull you back for sure.
I don't think so. I'm kind of built different.
You're doing a good job. Oh, Braden.
Show that.
Yeah. I hit legs yesterday. My legs hurt.
All right, good job. Farther, I'll do it just in case. Braden, can you check to see if all wheels are rolling? I think they are. Oh yeah, they're rolling great. All right, Mike, let's check the brakes. Let's see if Braden has to stop it.
With my brute strength.
You're not gonna wanna push there. So this is actually a fiberglass body. So you're gonna wanna push from the bumper here because it's connected to the frame underneath. So that's a safe place to push if this car starts to roll away on us. All right, Mike, we're gonna take it down. You're doing a good job, Braden.
Thank you. Dude, this is all me. Are you even helping?
Yeah, it's all you, buddy.
Dude, I used to be able to lift cars in my prime. Look at that, I'm not even trying. Don't even need to.
Thank God Mike's putting this thing in gear.
So why is it that older cars, they decided to make them out of fiberglass? Wouldn't it be optimal to kind of make them as strong as they could be to withstand, you know, if worst case scenario crashes? I don't like how I said that. Let me do it one more time.
All right. Sorry guys for the hiatus. I've been sick for a while, but I'm back here to teach Braden what we do. Braden, do you know what this is for?
I would imagine strapping one of the wheels.
That's exactly right, Braden. And Braden, for you, I already did one side of the car. So you can already see how this is set up. If this isn't set up right, it's very dangerous for us to transport cars. So, here you go. You need to loop it around the suspension over there. You'll see exactly where I did it. I'll give you a little help.
Yes.
Take this loop and just throw it over this guy. Got it.
Oh.
Push it a little farther. There you go. Okay. Do you know how to use this?
I feel like I could figure it out.
Braden, this is all you for right now. I would say you're doing a good job.
You're not that far off though.
It's not
close.
It's not right. You send it through here. No. Give me this thing. You send it through here, just like that.
Okay.
Whoop. That's what's tangled like that. Good. I don't understand what's going on here.
Do you know how to do it?
Yes, yes.
You just gotta keep doing this.
I think that's good, but you have to do the mandatory check. You gotta pull on this, and then what do you say after you pull on it? That's not going anywhere.
All right,
Good job.
Let me give it a try.
Right now is a good time to let you guys know that we are traveling around looking for cars like this to feature on our channel. So if you have something that is an enthusiast vehicle that is in a dirty condition like this car is, then you can reach out to us at our Instagram or our Gmail. Let us know what you have and where you're located, and we might just pick your car up and detail it for free. But now let's get back to the shop.
All right, Braden. So the brakes in this car don't work, but RJ was still able to slow the car down. This car's manual. What enabled him to be able to do so?
The clinch.
The what?
The clinch.
The clench?
The clinch, yeah.
You mean on the floor, the third pedal?
Yeah, the clinch.
You know that's not how you pronounce that, Braden?
Clinch?
Yes. It's a clutch. Can you say clutch?
The clutch.
Clutch, good.
I'm speaking perfect English here. I don't see what the problem is.
No, every time you go to shift, you push in the clinch
Yeah,
and then you shift.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always said it.
Or heel toe, when you know.
Yeah, heel toe. Yeah, I've heard that. Doesn't that have to do with the clinch? The clutch. Sorry, the clutch.
All right, Braden, so to start with this car, we are gonna start with the wheels. And if you look at these wheels, they're kind of interesting looking, and they need to come apart. So what looks like it needs to come off? What do you think?
I'd say that part right there.
The centerpiece?
Yeah.
You'd be right.
And then the outer part of it.
Yes. So what we want to do, what we make sure we try to do on all these cars is not to damage this stuff when we take it off, because a lot of it's still in really good condition, although it's dirty. So whether you're working on your own car or someone else's, always use plastic tools when you're trying to remove stuff like this.
Do you ever worry about damaging it?
Well, that's why I'm trying. That's the whole reason that I'm trying to do it in the right way. Especially if you're working on like a really expensive car, we are worried about causing damage, but it's just really firmly on there. And the first thing we're gonna do is pressure wash this wheel, and then we will get our products out there. First we're gonna do is we are going to add our wheel cleaner onto the rim portion.
Why is it turning purple?
Our wheel cleaner turns purple because it reacts with the iron that's left on the wheel, and that purple is it breaking down that iron to make it easier to remove. Next, we are gonna use our tire cleaner, but I'm not gonna spray it on this bottle. We're gonna use this. Braden, would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Okay, you only spray the tire portion. Please don't get it on the paint,
Okay.
because we gotta pressure wash that later.
Well, you gotta click the button. Be careful where you point that thing. The button on the top. The Braden, it's the
This button?
Braden, hit the tire.
Oh, the tire. Oh.
Okay. All right, you're good. You're good. Okay. Brendan's just dying behind the camera. Braden! Oh my goodness.
I see the
All right,
button.
I'm gonna take this loaded
button.
weapon away from you.
Oh wow, you can already see it kind of working on the lettering.
Yeah.
Yellow to white real quick. A little scrub-a-dub-dub action, if you will.
Make sure you get those tread marks too.
Tread mark, what is a tread mark?
This would be tread.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You know, if you flatten that SOS, there you go. So now you get more surface area on the lettering. Yeah, now you save a little bit of time instead of such detailed precision work. You hold it more like a pencil. There we go. I like that. You know, I mean, you have to like put it in between your fingers, but don't hold like a cape.
It's like a wand.
Whatever's comfortable, man. And then really scrub all the nooks and crannies and all the corners.
Jeez, my wrist already hurts. How do you guys do this?
All right, now that the wheels are clean, Braden, we're gonna move on to the paint. But this car is from 70, and a lot of cars that are 70 and older come with single stage lacquer paint, which means there's no clear coat. So if we use our pre-wash, which we typically use at this step, it'll kind of stain into the paint just a little bit. We kind of want to avoid that. So we're just going to be using water for this. So for the safety of the car, I am going to be doing most, if not all, of the pressure wash, but I want you to observe, and maybe we'll do some other panels after I get the hood done.
Sounds good to me.
So now that Braden has been paying very close attention to how I've been pressure washing this car, we're gonna let you do one of the panels, and I think this is perfect. So remember my technique, what I was doing. We're gonna set the camera up and let her rip.
Let's let her rip.
Are you ready?
Beyblade style.
Great.
Braden, show us how you'll do this entire side of the car.
Hey, it's your friend Adam. Stopping in and we're gonna check out this Corvette. I had some questions for you though. Do you think you can open the hood?
Yeah, I mean, So it's a little different than what I'm used to, you know. But let's take a look under the hood.
Knows you figured it out. And then you can set it down, there's a little stop there.
Oh,
that'll
okay.
keep it up. So what do we got going on here? There's definitely, somebody was working on this thing. The air cleaner's off. Oh, what's it missing?
It looks like it's, it's a hard question.
So it looks like it's missing the carburetor. So somebody was definitely in here doing some work, and it looks like the mice also got to it a little bit. But it's a small block Chevy. These came with, I believe, 3 different options, ranging from like a 300 horse to a 370 horse. The bigger one was the original LT1, but it does have a 4-speed, which is kind of cool. Looks like it's definitely in some sort of disarray, needs some work. Don't know what happened to it back in the day. Do you know what an engine needs to run? It needs 3 things. So to make an explosion, because this is a bunch of little explosions that are happening, you need 3 things to make an explosion. I'll help you out with one. You need air, you need oxygen, then you need
electricity.
Yeah, you need spark, and then what has to go boom? What do you put in your car?
Oh, gasoline.
Yeah, it has gasoline. 2 of them are kind of controlled by the carburetor. Carburetor will let air in through here, it's kind of missing, and it will mix fuel in with that. So that's what regulates how much fuel is going in. Then what do you think this part that's hiding back here does?
Maybe like sends some sort of current through it, maybe?
Yep, so that's what it does. So here's your coil, so that makes a spark, and it feeds into the distributor, and the distributor spins around and hits points and shoots the spark through all the spark plug wires, which are ran down and around to each cylinder to fire them in the correct order to get it all to go bang, boom, and make horsepower. These actually have a vacuum actuated wiper cowl, so when you go and turn on the wipers, this actuator will move, this will flip up, and the wipers will be able to work. They did that for aerodynamics. I think also the headlights are vacuum actuated. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they are on these. So you just kind of run into some issues when you have that much working off of vacuum, because you get one crack in one line and everything starts acting up and just doesn't work right.
But we do have an engine to get cleaned. So Braden, we are going to start getting this thing cleaned up. The first thing we need to do is cover these holes because we don't want any water down there. And then after that, we use our citrus greaser and scrub it up. All right, now that me and Braden have the outside of this car all washed, we took the top down and it's time to check out the interior. Braden, what do you think of this thing?
I think that it's honestly really nice. The only like downside is obviously how messed up the carpet is, but like it's a little low for my liking. You know, as a big boy, you know, I like to have a lot of room. So I don't know if this would be Braden friendly in a sense.
Braden, what car do you drive right now?
I drive a 2016 Chevy Cruze.
Okay, so this is a Chevy as well. Compare your car to this car, like, isn't it, it's quite a bit different, wouldn't you say?
Definitely a lot longer. It's a little smaller though. And yeah, like I said, I think that's just like, that's my quarrel with it, if you will.
That carpet that you're seeing there is actually something I've seen a lot of times before, and it doesn't belong to this car. That is a rug that was cut up to make it be made into a floor mat. So those aren't original, they don't belong there. You could just pull that right out. I mean, we're lucky that this isn't like our usual find where it's really, really messed up, but luckily there's no mice that got into this car. I really want to see you sit in this car, get a feel for it. What do you think? Because it's not every day you get to sit in a 70s Vette.
Let's see, I don't even know if my legs will fit in here. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, it's a tight fit. Okay, it's not bad at all. I like a lot of the way the interior looks. This is always a cool thing to see in a lot of these older cars.
What are you pointing at?
Right here.
The CB radio?
Yeah.
That's an add-on in this car that the previous owner did. That's not typical to see. A lot of truck drivers have those in their cars though. What do you think about the color? Because that's something that I really like about this car, is the interior exterior matching green.
Yeah, no, I like the way that it kind of blends in with the actual outside color. I think that's a nice, you know, nice little visual little sensation, if you will.
That's something you don't see on cars today, but we're lucky to see such a nice example of one. But Braden, what we have to do next is we have to get these seats out. So I'm gonna have you grab me some tools and I'm gonna remove these seats.
Oh. Dude, that's such a tight squeeze.
Braden, if you can grab me a 3/8 ratchet and a 1/2 inch drive socket, then I can get this out of here.
Okay.
Perfect. You just let me know if you need help. I'm gonna give you a big hint here. Go to the right. Those toolboxes on the right, not the ones with the gloves on it. Keep going. Yeah, there.
This big one right here.
Yeah. They're right in there. That's good, yes. Perfect.
Anything I gotta do?
I need the actual socket part.
Oh.
That's the wrench part.
And you needed it in what size again?
1/2 inch.
1/2 inch. It says Westward.
That's the company that makes them.
It says 7/16.
Not the right one, but you're close. So it should be right there. Should be right next to it.
It says Westward again, and this one says 1/2.
That's perfect. Bring that right over here.
All right.
Dude, you got that fast.
Dude.
I know.
Braden,
I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
you know, Adam's gonna lose his job. Adam the mechanic. You better watch out. All right, Braden, now that the seats are out, we can see that the carpet has definitely seen better days. And what we're gonna do first is we're gonna use the vacuum cleaner to vacuum up as much debris as we can before we get into the extraction. So I want you to go ahead and click on the vacuum, and then we're gonna do some straight lines. We're gonna see how you do.
All right, let's get to sucking.
All right, moving on to the door panel. Lucky for you, these Corvettes had very, very simple door panels. They're all made out of basically the same material. we can use the interior cleaner and this brush and wipe it down, and it should be looking really good. So you can liberally spray down the door, start making circular motions with the brush, and then wipe it down.
All right.
All right, Braden, now we got to get started on this seat. Now, I know it doesn't look that dirty, but we're going to have to clean it anyway. We got to make sure that this whole car is looking good. But all we're going to use on the seat is our interior cleaner, a brush. We're going to wipe it down, and then after that, we're going to dress it. But we're probably going to dress the seat when it's back in the car.
Okay.
You ready? I'll give you some pointers if you need them.
Okay.
All right, with a seat like this, we're gonna add a little bit more.
You know, I've dealt with some chemicals in my day, and I gotta say, I don't know what it is about the interior cleaner, but it smells pretty good, actually.
There's always a lot of dust that gets stuck in areas like this, and I always kind of just go along the line on both sides and just get right into the crack.
Okay.
That way, when we'll get the Torador and blow out these areas as well. That way we can get them really nice and clean. If you don't, it's kind of like the rest of the seat will look really good, and then right in the cracks and crevices, you don't get it out. So
it'll be like, what was the point of doing anything at all, almost?
well, it's just getting, it's the job half done, really.
That's fair.
All right, Braden, before we use our extractor, we're gonna use the Torador to blow out the carpet. So go ahead, don't get too close, but just get close enough. Go ahead and try.
All right, Braden, now it's time to polish the Corvette, but we have to be very careful with this car because it is all original paint and it's also a single stage lacquer paint job, which means that the paint is very soft and it has very hard lines. And when you're polishing, what can happen is if you hit a hard line, whether it's single stage paint like this or even newer cars like base clear, you can actually burn through the paint, especially on these hard edges. So we're gonna be very careful regarding these edges. But I wanna show you guys what I mean when I say that these older cars aren't painted well. So Braden, if you look right here on the back lid, do you see how it's lighter here and darker here? Mm-hmm. There's less paint here than there is over here. So if you spend too much time polishing that area, you would actually remove too much paint and then we would see the fiberglass underneath the paint. And that's a no-no. Cannot be doing that on classic cars or really any car. It causes major issues and I don't want to pay for a repaint on this car. And what we usually would do is take this meter right here and we'd be able to tell how much paint there is, but this car is made out of fiberglass, not metal. So this doesn't work. So we have to use our eyes and we have to be careful. All right, Braden, have you ever polished anything before?
No.
Okay, well, you're gonna learn today. So we have our polisher, dual action polisher. It's gonna spin like that. We have our polish, and we have our air tool that's going to clean the pad in between passes. So I want you to take the polish. I want you to do 5, a little bit smaller than like a dime-sized dollops on there.
It's about a dime.
Okay, that's
a quarter.
Yeah, we got a $50 there. Maybe just do 4. I want you to keep the pad flat and you're gonna work in lines going horizontally and then vertically. And I want you to run up to this line, up to this edge, and then just follow this bumper down. So this square is what I want you to focus on, okay?
Okay.
Try to avoid putting on the tape. All right. You can move a little faster. Try and keep the pad flat. Oh, you can hold the trigger. There you go. Not as much pressure. You don't need to smash the car. Keep the pad flat.
It's hard to tell when it's flat.
I'm gonna go ahead. You hold the trigger. Yeah, go ahead. Hold the top here too. Yes. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You feel that?
I see now.
Pull the trigger all the way. There you go. All right. Now go ahead and go up and down. Good. You're good. Go ahead. Pull the tape. Check your work. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It's like a brand new car.
Look at that.
Well done. I'm proud of you. All right, Braden, so before we take the Corvette back to Kathy and reveal the end result to her, I wanted to ask you, what did you think about this week? What do you think about detailing? How much do you feel like you learned? Do you like detailing?
You know, going into this, it was definitely more hands-on than I thought it would be. I did have a lot of fun. It was challenging in some parts, you know what I mean? As you know, first time I've really gotten into the nooks and crannies of everything, you know what I mean? But literally, yeah. But all in all, like I'd say I had a pretty good time. It was really fun to learn, you know, all this new stuff that I haven't known, and I'm gonna use that for my own car, you know, in the future. And would I ever see myself being a full-time detailer in the future? I don't think so. But, you know, now I have the skills learned if I ever need to for whatever reason.
Yeah, you know, I don't think detailing is in your future either. But what you do very well is your editing skills here.
Try it again.
Your editing skills here at WD, very valuable. And we appreciate you being a team member, but we'll probably just leave the cars to Brent, Mike, and I.
And now we're at Ohio Corvettes and Muscle Cars in Canton, Ohio to do the reveal to Kathy. But before we did that, we got a little look at all of their inventory and what they have in their showrooms, which was really cool. I'm just going to show you guys a couple different shots of what we got to see, and maybe you guys will see some of your favorite muscle cars. They even had two 1963 split window Corvettes, which you're lucky if you even get to see one of those, let alone two in the same place. But we want to thank them for being so hospitable to us and letting us film on their property. And now it's time to surprise Kathy and get her reaction to the final result. All right, guys, we're here at Ohio Corvettes and Muscle Cars, and we have the owner, Kathy. Kathy, are you excited to see the final product?
I am very excited. I'm really looking forward to this.
So we spent all week, we had Braden help detail your car.
How did he do?
He did a great job.
Good.
Yeah. And I think you're going to be very happy with the result.
Thank you.
Really quickly, before we open the garage, I just want to know, what does this car mean to your family? What does it mean to you?
It meant so much to Eric because this was his first real car purchase. I think everything else had been maybe a hand-me-down from parents who charged us $200 or something. He was just so excited about having it. And of course, we all thought it was beautiful and he'd take us for a ride in it. Now he passed away and I'm the only one left. So it means so much to me to see this car that, you know, meant a lot to him, but that had been left sitting for, I think, decades probably. If it looks pretty, I'm going to be so excited.
Well, with you saying that, I think we shouldn't wait any longer.
Okay.
I'll have Mike run inside and open the garage door.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
What do you think?
it's gorgeous. Oh my word. I can't believe, I mean, I believe it because I'm seeing it. But this, Eric would be so happy to see this. And I'm really overcome with emotion.
Does this remind you of when he first bought it and was driving it around and stuff?
Oh yeah, and you know, I remember, you know, him taking me for rides in it, with the top down. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Hey, it was Braden and Mike. Mike and Braden did it together. They did a lot of the work.
And the chrome, it looks fabulous.
Yeah.
Do you have a magic wand or something that you wave? And I know, I'm sure this was a lot of hard work.
It was. It took us about 4 days, which is, we spent a little extra time because you're such a lovely person and we wanted to really get that good end result for you.
Well, you are lovely people too.
Thank you so much.
I think so much of you, and boy, this is wonderful.
I think whoever this car goes to next is really going to take care of it, love it, and I'm excited for you.
I'm floored, really. I had no idea that it was going to look so wonderful. Oh yeah. Oh, that is beautiful.
I think my favorite thing about cars, when you look at it, it brings you back to a time in your life that a lot of other things can't. Like when I look at specific cars on the road, it reminds me of when my dad would drive me to the ice cream shop, or I would spend time with my grandparents and stuff, and I feel like hopefully that's the same emotion that is coming to you.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Well, thank you so much for letting us do your car.
Thank you. I can't say enough about what beautiful work you've done and how it really affects me, how it moves me to see this car look so great.
Well, I'm glad we got to do this for you. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up because that really helps us out. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys next week because we have something really cool.
I give it a thumbs up.
Thank you.